All right. It looks like everything is hooked up. Looks like we are set to go wherever we're going to go today. Into Starfield. Should be fun. Here we are. Time to disconnect, untether from the supply, recalibrate the camera. Not the chimera, the camera. Rely on the Ninth Doctor, because Ninth don't quit. Even though 10 is it, Ninth don't quit, baby. I only quit after a year, but that was because of horrible troubles with the people that ran the show. Should have been cooler to him. He could have been a doctor for like 3 years, but peh. Eccleston. I mean, they launched the series on the man. Hey. Wouldn't have been a success without him. I love him. I cosplay him. The Doctor. The Ninth Doctor. The man. The myth. The legend. I don't know. That's about it there. As I always say to all of you, namaste, good people. And on to the gaming we go. The Starfield awaits. So last time I was online, I was falling asleep. And I got to this colonist ship. They want to land on this freaking planet and just own it. Because they like expected it to be like uninhabited but inhabitable.
Perhaps I can soon retire. That's
But
something people used to do
there
out
were
there.
people there. And they still want me to go down there and be like, hey,
Sure is nice to know
this
that
is ours. And we would love it if you guys would move out, even though you have already inhabited. It's like, what? How would you even expect these people to do that? Freaking bizarre. Alright, so canteen, we don't need this canteen. We dropped the canteen. Definitely want a search and rescue key, whatever that is. And they're giving me free reign of this place, too. What I need is there a map? That's what we need to know in this game. Is there a damnable map, or a non-damnable one that is unable to be damned? Let's see. Skyrim. This is not Skyrim. I keep calling it Skyrim and Space Skyrim in my head, and Space Rim so much that I like type Skyrim in when I'm looking. Okay, for this game, Starfield. Local map. Local map where? Alright. Yeah, yeah, Google Maps, right? Like, what, where, Wow. So there's like not maps? There's no city maps? Oh my god. There's really no local maps, so I can't tell what I've explored, what I haven't explored. And it just looks like that's how it is. Reddit says so. God, how do you do this, Bethesda? You make us wait this long. It's not Elder Scrolls, and then we don't have local maps to find out where we've been. This is like, and it's in goddamn space. You had local maps from dudes that didn't have a fucking pencil with them. They were wearing a goddamn loincloth. And they knew where they were going, and they had a map of the area. And now we're in a high-tech area where there could literally just be a map in your damn headset or mind or something. Ugh, Bethesda, what you do to me? Not fun.
Good day, Captain.
Hey, Kayla, how? Oh my god. So someone has to have done a mod, but I don't want to have to run a mod on my game to just... Oh, you dumb slimes. You dumb fricking Bethesda slimes. How do you do this? Confirmed no map.
Just because your equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Confirmed no map, like everywhere. Oh my flinking palacrunaketic. Sasquatch, you guys need to spell? Yep, exactly. ATCH after the QU. What? Just because you're a Brackenridge, you're a captain? Oh, come on, this freaking place, really? Just because you're a Brackenridge, you're the captain? Oh, come on.
I've never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived.
Where did Brackenridge go?
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship. We didn't believe anyone
Our
would be
people's
out here,
safety
but I'm glad
is my
for it.
#1 priority. We had time to prepare ourselves since we arrived in orbit around this planet. We knew there was life, and the predominant theory was that it was human life. When you approached, we needed to be careful. Both because you presented a potential threat, but also potential salvation. Plans were in place to deal with both scenarios. And luckily, cooler heads prevailed.
Yeah.
I don't have much basis for comparison. People tend to stay in line, but when they don't, I imagine it can be more challenging than out there. We only have a small break. So in the few cases where there was widespread disorder, we needed to improvise. I'm told that has only happened once in our entire history. There was a brief revolt under Captain Brackenridge II.
The second.
When he amended the rationing laws. Prisoners were confined to their quarters. After the trial, the leader of the mutiny was exiled to space.
Exiled to
They take
space.
security threats very
What does that mean?
seriously,
Airlocked or
for
just...
obvious reasons.
Wow.
It may surprise you to learn that I didn't. See, in my teenage years, I was quite rebellious. I stole a keycard and used it to get into the reactor. My
Ooh.
shenanigans almost led to a total reactor meltdown. Normally, the punishment for such an act would be ejection from the ship. But my parents pleaded with Diana's father, the captain at the time, for leniency. He agreed. After I served time in the brig, he assigned me a job with the security team. I took the lesson to heart and have been taking my job seriously ever since.
So everybody here is traumatized. And geez, I mean, it's got to be an insane situation. Like, yeah, but wow, you can't lose your humanity.
Agreed. If not for that incident, who knows how it would have ended for me otherwise. Crew management is certainly a tricky endeavor, and it takes a skilled captain to know how to deal with difficult decisions like that. I will always be grateful for how it was handled.
Yeah, but always a Brackenridge. Like, why?
Be
Like
safe.
generational captaining? I mean, you are assigned your stuff, so I get it. But what if a Brackenridge ain't cut out for it? What if this Brackenridge ain't cut out for it? Because she doesn't strike me as one that is. Alright, before we get into this freaking thing, it's going to make me run an ad, and I don't want to snooze it. So I'm going to run an ad, and then we'll be back very shortly. And we'll talk to Brackenridge here. The Diana version of freaking Brackenridge.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do.
I know I'm getting up there in years, but I don't think I'll ever tire of flying.
Right?
No matter what the future holds, I think I'll always be more comfortable in space.
Yeah, well, you lived here your whole life. That makes sense.
Get you around.
That makes sense. Alright, so I got something. I got like 2 minutes to dawdle. Oot. I don't want to take it. I just want to read it. What if I'm right? An excerpt from last autobiography. I love it. Oh, last autobiography published on Earth before the departure. Okay. Okay, okay. Now this is gonna be story. Grist for the mill. Sauce for the goose. Clementine. Alright. Can I channel some Rupert Breckenridge? Let me see. We're in his office, right? Oh, I have the book, so now I've stolen it. Boris, Rupert L, and then there's Rupert. Oh man. Alright, so which one's the original? I'm just guessing old Beardface is the original. I don't know, man. How do I know who's the original Breckenridge? Anyway, one of those guys. But crisis looms in our future, whether we want to believe it or not. While Earth may not be fragile, it's faced a number of mass extinctions, meteor strikes, ice ages, wars, and other global catastrophes. The human race only has one home, and if that home becomes inhospitable, no number of underground bunkers will be enough to survive the tide. Precisely. That's why I started the Earth Colony Ship Initiative. Why I reached out to the best and brightest minds of the 22nd century for their funding and their expertise. If humanity is not to only survive, but thrive, we must shoot for the stars. It is my hope that others read these words, will join me in this endeavor and follow my lead. I'm tired of waiting for politicians of the world to agree on a course of action to preserve humanity for all of time. This is why it's up to private enterprises such as my own Bracken Global to develop our own ventures. Upon its completion, the ECS Constant will be the first ship of its kind, a colony ship built to transport a selection of humanity beyond our solar system, deep into a territory unknown, to our new Garden of Eden. Many scientists assure me of our new home is fundamentally perfect in every way, and I aim to keep it that way. Be a world built on renewable energy, a reliable, equitable foundation from which our new society will grow. And from there, new colony ships will be built and sent to new planets to colonize them under the same ideals and values. Brilliant future for humanity. And though it may take hundreds or thousands of years, I have little doubt that it will lead humanity to brave new frontiers and set a shining example for any other life we may find along the way. The rest of the book meanders about talking of grand designs for future utopias and such. Some of it seems reasonable, but in hindsight, his ambitions seem a bit too lofty. Heh, what if I'm right? I love it. Any wacko, psycho, overconfident, gonna run your everybody's show guy would act accordingly. What if I'm right? But what if I'm right? All of us must adhere to what I think is the best way to do, because maybe I'm right. Yeah.
We've got
Silliness.
strict rules around here, but they're strict for
Alright, so where is his
now that we know
seed?
what's out there, things are gonna be more
Diana Brackenridge. Where you be at, Diana? There you are. Is that you? Oh, Bubba. There you are. A little saving time after that beautiful read. Whoa, Diana. Whoa.
Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew a chance at a new life. Difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging at times and also exciting. Our mission was to rebuild humanity on a distant world, believing that we were Earth's last hope. To think that while there has always been a Brackenridge in the captain's chair, that I am the one to finally oversee our journey's end is truly exhilarating. But with this stumbling block in our path, at this final moment, I fear tough choices will need to be made. A bit frazzled, as you can imagine. People are anxious about discovering that we're not alone, and also worried about what will come to pass. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, they seem reluctant to reach out, so there's no telling what will come of that. I do know that we can't afford to stay here in orbit forever. The ship was built to sustain us for many years with backup provisions just in case, but even that will come to an end eventually. I think I'm coming up on 6 years now? I was only a teenager when my father died, passing command of the ship to me, as is tradition. Because of that, I've had to sort of learn as I go along, instead of taking years of study and apprenticeship under the prior captain. I think some people on the ship resent me for not having the level of experience as my predecessors. But at the same time, without my command, we likely wouldn't have made it here so quickly. Until next time.
Alright. So an untested Brackenridge, though they all were untested, but they did all get some sort of education system. This one did not. So the hereditary, ridiculous, like, hierarchy based on a family. And then they didn't even
Stay out of
get
trouble.
the education they were supposed to in that weird familial, like,
Just because your
royalty
opinions old
hierarchical
doesn't
system.
mean it worked.
So they didn't even get the, like, oh, well, our hoity-toity blood gets this education, and that's why we are ready for it, besides the fact that we're just so great already because of the Breckenridge blood. So, basically that... Oh, that's not... I really want to steal that, but... Yeah, but seriously, now she's got troubles because she doesn't have experience. She was a teenager when she was just auto-captained because it was tradition. Like, this is, yeah. And now she wants to, well, I think we should tell them all to leave the planet they've been on for their lives because we got here after expecting it to be not with you guys there and stuff. Yeah. Not on the Breckenridge side of things. But I think I liked dropping in here first and then talking to old boy on the planet, because maybe I'll get to be like, yeah, these people old and weird and crazy, even though they're young and dumb.
To address threats coming from outside our ship.
One thing I need to find, though. Oh yeah, here's what's this.
If the other colonists knew how many times the constant almost came apart at the seams, whew. Well, thankfully I never let it. See you.
Right, man? I love the engineer. Let's see what they have. Oh, access denied. Is he...
People always appreciate the good engineer.
Alright, I gotta get...
Good luck out there.
Yeah, alright, I gotta get some sort of, permission to use that or something. Mess hall? Alright, mess hall.
There's so
Alright.
much more to learn about now.
It's almost time to take inventory of our stock again. Not really. Things don't work that way here. It's not a shop like you hear about in the books and movies. Or, where you're probably from. Almost everything is communal or shared in some way, but sometimes people want a little something extra or special for themselves. So when that happens, they come to me. Mostly, I just keep track of the ship's inventory and help ration the supplies so we don't run out. Be seeing you.
These are exciting times, aren't they? Hey. I wonder what it's like out there, beyond our little community. The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
I've lived my entire life in the Constant. I'm not sure how else to live.
Wow. Hi.
I wonder what else is out there.
Boy, hey there.
Lucy, I need to talk.
I am always willing to listen. You know that. What's the matter?
We had another fight. It was over something stupid. Same as last time. I just feel like my feelings don't matter.
You said how that makes you feel.
Just like we talked.
Sometimes I've never treated anyone from outside our ship. I'll see what I can do for you. Medical supplies can't have changed too much since we left, right? I'm sure I have something that can help you. Yes, but please, be mindful. I don't have many extra supplies. Sure, but I only have a few things to spare. Let's see what we're dealing with. I don't... Goodbye.
I think I just sold some stuff that and now I can't buy it back. Some good stuff that I was gonna buy. I was like, oh, that's great, it's cheap. No, it was cheap to sell it. What a rip. When's my last save? Auto at the ECS constant. Well, it's the last one, it can't hurt to load it, right? Let's see if it's previous to selling those things. It was only like a minute ago. Is this previous to talking with her? That would be so happy. Aid. Junk flush. No, it's probably not. Probably after talking with her.
I'm assuming I've got...
Damn it, Beavis. I sold it for cheap.
Stay safe.
Ripped off. Alright.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
How do I get back to my ship? What the flip? Back to the ship. Gotta be a button for it, right?
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting. You're on.
These are exciting times, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I really want to figure out how to get out of your damn ship.
Boy, am I glad you weren't some sort of alien or something.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
Hey, you wanna play hide and seek?
Hey there.
I just don't think it's fair to the rest of us. I work hard too. Sure I do.
Just stay out of trouble.
Now that we know what's out there, things are gonna be more interesting from here on out.
I wonder what else is out there.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Wow. I've heard about you. But here you are.
I've spent my entire life in the Constant. I'm not sure how else to live.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
Never seen a ship like yours before.
There's so much more to learn about now.
And to think all this time we thought we were alone.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. Wow. Hi.
I read something in
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting. We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
We learned about those in our lessons.
Hey. Sure it is nice to know there are other people out there.
We've had to do our fair share of recycling on the Constant. Not exactly a lot of places to get new goods.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do. Just stay out of trouble. Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships
Wonder what it's like out there, beyond our little community.
Wow. Hi.
It's hard work keeping everyone happy in my little community, but I try my best. If you ever need a friendly, don't be a stranger now. Oh, I've always wanted to say that.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
Sure is nice to know there are other people out there.
I've spent my entire life in the constant.
Nope, that was definitely you, and you definitely said that. These are exciting times, aren't they?
Okay, so can't find my ship. This game has no local map. Do I even want to play this game? Like, really? No map? No local map.
Just because our equipment's old.
Yeah, I know I came down this way.
Troublemakers.
He was like, oh, we're going here, right?
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change it.
Oh my god, is this my fucking ship? Jesus Christ, you people with finding the way around this ship. Is this...
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen ships before you arrived.
Yeah, you people are horrible at making your ship this weird one-way through it thing. Like, oh my god. Get the F out of this place. Vasco, these people are nuts.
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Good day, Captain.
to gather some resources while we're here.
How can I be of service, Captain?
We've got some of the best private security in the settled systems.
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sugiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with? Something I can help you with? Oh, yes. Let's get right to it then. As you can imagine, we've got a predicament on our hands. Under normal circumstances, we would not enlist outside help in this manner. But this is a matter we can't afford to worry our guests about. As such, we need to handle this discreetly. Failure on your part to do so could have severe consequences. So, before we proceed, can you swear not to discuss this with anyone else unless explicitly directed to do so? I understand you're eager to get into it, but if you're unwilling to take this seriously, I can foresee problems in your future. Not too long ago, a strange and enormous ship appeared in Parima space. It is now locked in orbit around our planet. So far, it doesn't seem to be hostile, but any attempts to communicate with it have been in vain, so we're unsure of the ship's intentions. I see. Well, if you're speaking on their behalf, I'll refer you right along to the chairman of the Paradiso Group's board, Oliver Campbell. All formal decisions will go through him, not me. I'll let him know you're on your way. Good luck handling this situation. Glad I'm... Neither. We're our own private force. The Paradiso Group pays top dollar for top-notch security. And I dare say we're some of the best in the business. We have to be out here on the fringes of the settled systems. Honestly, it's not as exciting as you might think most of the time. More often than not, we're just handling drunk and disorderly conduct. Heck, even pirates leave us alone for the most part. I think it's because some of them actually vacation here. As long as they're not bothering anyone, we've been told not to worry about them. Stay safe.
Some of our guests think everything is complimentary. I've seen people walk away with towels, silverware, you name it. I'm here to satisfy your needs. I hope your stay is a pleasant one.
Paradiso Security's only here for your safety. Pretend we're not even here. Don't worry about us. We're just here to keep the peace.
Hi there. Hello, welcome to Hotel Paradiso. You may continue inside to the main desk if you need to check in for your stay, or feel free to browse the shops along the promenade. Let me know if I can answer any questions you may have or help you in any other way. Unfortunately, the beach is reserved for hotel guests only, and that goes for the entire planet's beaches. The Paradiso Group owns all land on Parima 2, so you must either be a resort guest or have prior authorization for any public or private beach use. But, and you didn't hear this from me, security rarely has the bandwidth to patrol outside the main resort. Ah, this is your first time here. That's exactly what it is. Paradiso prides itself on being the fanciest, most relaxing resort getaway in the galaxy. People from all over come here to bask in the sun, enjoy the all-natural beaches, explore, enjoy the local wildlife, and generally get pampered. For that, you'll want to head inside, go to the main desk, and speak with Dirk. He'll be more than happy to guide you through the check-in process. If you have business with Oliver, you'll first need to speak with Kiwi, the board's executive assistant. You'll find them if you take the elevator up to the top floor and go down the hallway. Always feel free to ask if you have more questions.
I hope your stay here is going well.
There are so many activities I'm looking forward to doing, but...
Hey, sorry. Didn't mean to be rude and ignore you when you came in. I'm just trying to figure out the solution to a problem I'm having. What can I do for you? Matter of fact, I am. We keep losing business to Tranquility. It seems like they're always trying new things, new recipes. And well, we just have the same old coffee here. I have an idea, but I don't know if I have the skills to pull it off. A tea sommelier from Tranquility Corporate is on vacation here. I overheard them talking to Polly about some new tea product they're working on. If you could convince them, or otherwise get the recipe before it goes to market, I'm sure it will help me succeed. Maybe I can even move up the corporate ladder. All I know is that the sommelier has the recipe on a slate. Do whatever you want with that information. I just need that recipe. If they won't tell you the recipe, do whatever you can. Well, except for using violence. I wouldn't want anyone to get hurt. I hope so. This could be the big break I'm looking for.
Come here for a little R&R, huh? Me too.
I shouldn't be telling you this, but don't borrow the 6-prop delight. Just don't.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment? Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board? People were a little freaked out around here, understandably. It looks so different and it's so massive. We honestly thought we were under attack by an unknown entity. But then, nothing happened. It just stayed there. No one could communicate with it. And we've been very careful not to alert the resort guests. The board believed it would be bad for business. What I could tell you would get me in a lot of trouble. Most of them are typical C-level execs. I doubt you even need to use your imagination for that. The ones that show up to work day to day, at least. I swear, I've never even met some of them, because they chill at their own private, secluded beach homes all the time. Anyway, be smart around Oliver. He's got a way of getting what he wants without you realizing it. And that's all I'll say. I can't speak for anyone else, but I've got a pretty high-pressure job working as the executive assistant to the Paradiso board. You can imagine, dealing with a team of execs, trying to manage all of their schedules and their other whims. But it pays well, and they give me a nice executive suite at the hotel to live in, so it's not all bad. Free access to all the resort's amenities after work helps too. Take care.
One of these days, I'd love to experience this resort the way our guests do.
If the Paradiso board is busy in a meeting, you can always count on me to relay your message. Sure. Have fun in the Shark Tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet, not our amenities.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are precisely what we bring to the table. Heck, it's the only thing we've really got to offer.
I don't want to risk us coming off as just another artificial, shady, trash-filled dump like Neon. That's not who we are. We've got something special here. We should embrace that.
Blom's right.
Thank you.
We don't want to compete with Neon. Bayou's ruthless. He'll do anything he can to eliminate the competition. We don't need that kind of trouble. That being said, I think there's a middle ground. Maybe build up the beachfront in a boardwalk amusement park. I've had this idea to build artificial hot springs, that sort of thing.
Sounds good. I'll look into what that will cost us and we can circle back around to this. This is a boardroom, not a singles mixer, or whatever you're looking for. I don't really get paid to chat with guests.
We'll make some time for you, but keep it quick, yeah?
Just doing what's not to love about this planet?
If it's not important, bring it up with Kiwi.
I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm gonna cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens! We're being direct then. Good on you. So, what do you know about this dodgy ship I'm hearing all about? Well, that's something. Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grav drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do. It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost. We're being more than generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom grav drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You. Oh, I didn't say that specifically. This would be a mutual contract for room and board in exchange for services rendered. Of course, there's no telling how long this arrangement will last, given the substantial costs we'd need to take on in order to accommodate them here, including their continued room and board. But this may save the resort on operating costs in the long term, as we'd be able to let go of some of our current paid staff. I'm not suggesting anything, other than it would make our lives so much easier if that ship ceased existing. Make of that what you will. We operate outside of the Free Stars only, you see, partially because we don't want anyone else meddling in our affairs. And we'd rather not draw attention to it, as I've mentioned. It could be bad for business. We'd much rather settle this independently. We own this planet, they don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving things to chance. Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the landscaping disasters they might come up with, and how that might mar the satellite imagery of the planet in our brochures. No, much better to assimilate them into our culture if they come here to live, rather than leave it to chance. Well, absurd or not, that's our official stance. I make the decisions that are best for our entire group. You don't. And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain? They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Free Star Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave. Ah, good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James over at Hope Tech. He's the best in the business. If anyone can retrofit a 200-year-old ship with a modern grav drive, it'd be him. We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when you return, though you may have to help the Constance engineers prepare for it on their end. Good luck. Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we appreciate your help.
I've been working on a new marketing slogan. Don't just imagine paradise. Live it in Paradiso.
I'm proud to say that revenue is up and costs are down.
I only call on Bennu for important jobs, so I hope you're treating him well.
I'm sorry. Should I know you?
I'm sure you realize how generous our offer is. Lending our... No, of course not. There's several more. We're just the ones who show up day to day. The others spend their time lazing on the beach or gallivanting off-world. Doesn't bother me, though. Less cooks in the kitchen means I get to make all the big decisions around here. Seems to be working out for us just fine. We, the Paradiso Group, bought the rights to this planet years ago with the intent of turning it into the biggest and best resort in the universe. To that end, I'd say we've succeeded. As such, no other leisure enterprises may operate on the planet without renting land from us. But as you can see, none can afford such a deal. Not quite. We just don't answer to the Freestar Collective or the United Colonies. Makes things easier. We don't pay any taxes, we don't need to follow their laws. All the benefits, none of the drawbacks. And no one minds because half the politicians and other big shots love vacationing here. Works for everyone. Go on now, enjoy Paradiso.
With a name like Paradiso, the marketing for this place writes itself.
Good to see you, sir. Let me know if I'm able to help with anything. Oh, part of the job, I guess. Gotta put on a smile to keep it, you know? And it helps for those rare opportunities I get to talk them out of some of their crazier ideas. Like, did you know they wanted to dye the entire ocean on this planet pink so it would look more magical or something? They almost did it too, until I reminded Balam that guests won't appreciate the water dyeing their swimsuits funny colors. Funny it took that and not killing off all the ocean life, but I take what I can get. At least Balam's there to be the reasonable one. I hope I was able to help.
Have a great day.
Oh, can't wait to get out of here for the day. Welcome to Paradiso Gift Shop and Convenience. Feel free to look around, but don't break anything or you've got to buy it. And before you ask, there aren't any discounts, so don't even try to haggle with me. Why would I? I have to sell overpriced crap to rude, obnoxious tourists all day. My uncle works for the Paradiso board. When he said he could get me a job here, I expected an executive level job, not this. But it's not all bad. I don't have to worry about getting fired, and I live in Paradiso for free. Now, can I get you something, or are you going to keep asking questions about my life? No. Ugh. You people always think that just because we're some French planet and not part of the free stars or whatever, that we're happy to haggle for everything. I wouldn't even care, honestly. But they take it out of my pay if any money's missing, so no discount. Mm-hmm. That is what we do here. Sell things. Have fun out there.
Hey, hope you're enjoying yourself.
What a nice day, huh? Everything here is a little more expensive than I expected. Guess that's how they get you.
No one's going to care if I call out sick from work.
Enjoy your stay, knowing you're in our cable. All hands.
Ah! Got sand in my shoes again. Oh, I mean...
Why did I think 3 days was going to be enough?
I guess I have to admit, this resort isn't as bad as I thought it'd be.
I'd actually rather keep to myself, if you don't mind. Sorry, did you need something? I'm trying to enjoy my vacation. This should be interesting. Well, I can appreciate that. I'm glad to hear you like my other creations. Well, except for Frazzleberry Crush. No one liked that one. Probably not. It's probably not that big of a deal, to be honest. I mean, what are you going to do? Open up a shop and compete with just one lousy recipe? Then I'm sure you could find something you like at the local Tranquility. I can't let you have this. No, I'm terribly sorry. With luck, it shan't be too long.
Should have gone with my instincts and just done the one, because I think if I read the meter properly...
Sorry, did you need... This should be interesting. I'm sure you are, but that's no reason. Probably not. It's probably not that. Yeah, You know what? I may be stuck. This isn't getting us anywhere. No, I'm... With luck, it shan't be too...
Alright, well, let's get this here.
Sorry, did you... This should be interesting. Well, I can appreciate...
No one liked that one.
I beg to differ. I am... That's what I'm hoping. Who's to say you aren't just trying... No, I'm... With luck, it shan't be too...
Why did I not just do the one thing I thought last time? Or the first time, rather.
Sorry, did you need something? This should be interesting. Well, I can appreciate that. I'm glad to hear you like my other creation. I beg to differ. It's probably not that big of a... I'm still willing to talk. Okay, that's pretty good.
Oh, what? Really?
I can tell another tea enthusiast like myself
so
when I meet one.
Bizarre.
What's the harm in sharing what I found to be a particularly delicious brew? Besides, it's not even guaranteed to go to market anytime soon. And even when it does, there are bound to be changes. So here, enjoy.
Alright. Did that.
Please, I prefer to be left alone now.
Not to be a downer, but this place is almost too.
I'm not much of a beach person, but everyone talks about this place, so I have to see it for myself.
Alright. This guy's going to get his recipe.
Did you get it?
Actually, did I get it? Did it, like, literally give it to me? Guess not. Alright.
You're back. Ooh, does that mean you've succeeded? Amazing! I can't believe you did it. I hope it wasn't too difficult. Well, that's good. I really appreciate what you've done for me. Now, let's see what we have here. Wait, the secret ingredient is... coffee? Really? Well, I guess I'm in luck. Once I brew this tea, it'll be a snap. And I have higher quality coffee ingredients to boot, so it'll be even better than what they have here. Stop by if you ever want to try some.
Alright, did it. Almost level
What can you do?
6.
I mean, sorry, what can I do for you? Not yet. I haven't been able to secure an audience with the higher-ups at corporate to sell them on the idea. But I'm pretty sure they'll go for it when they finally listen to me. I just need to get over this first hurdle. That's all. And get my hands on the ingredients. And actually try making the drink. Ah, well, I'm not sure if you know this, but most coffee is synthetically created. Ours is 100% organic, made from coffee beans rescued from Earth hundreds of years ago, and cultivated by Cafe Luxe authorized growers. Trust me, you can really taste the difference between our real coffee and the other, stuff. Not bad. Well, it'd be a little better if that tranquility went within spitting distance. I'm not saying anyone should spit on tranquility, by the way. Just maybe don't buy their tea. Drink coffee instead. Yeah? Yeah. You made the right choice between coffee and tea, my friend. See you later.
We've got all sorts of teas. Anything catch your fancy? Hello! Welcome to Tranquility. If you fancy a cuppa, we have some new and classic blends that are sure to satisfy even the most discerning tea aficionado, whether you want to relax at the end of the day or energize yourself while watching the latest Red Mile feed. What? You've seriously never heard of it? The Red Mile is only the most entertaining blood sport in the galaxy. I'd say it's kind of underground, but I thought by now everyone knows about it. We're lucky enough to be in the same system as Parima 3, so we get the local video feeds here. I'm a huge fan. Donovan Reese himself came here and ordered tea at our little shop. He's easily one of the best runners. I almost died a little when he kissed my hand. Anyway, you should go there and check it out sometime. Aye, that's the spirit. It's not like you'll find a better drink over at Cafe Lux, am I right? So, what can I get for you today? Well, if you want something strong, we have Earl Grey, breakfast or classic black tea. If you want something relaxing, we have chamomile or easy sleep. But if you want something more exotic to tickle your fancy, might I suggest lotus or sunray? Tea time already? Kidding. It's always tea time around here. Have a good day. Now. You made the right choice coming here for your... He did? Why, that little... Does he really think he can get a leg up in business by literally copying our homework? You know what? So what if his coffee is technically better over there? It's not as if he has easy access to the same tea ingredients that we do. And he'll never match our quality or level of service. Everyone knows we have the superior product, so I'm not worried. Let him try. I doubt Cafe Lux Corporate will even go for it.
Yes.
Come back anytime for a wee cup of tea.
I was worried about my beach party until I spoke with that lady at the...
Our drinks are terrific. You did what? Why would you do that? This could ruin me. Wait, but you said she wasn't concerned. Maybe she knows something I don't. Maybe that tea recipe is already a failure. This is worrisome. Or, because she figures you'll tell me, she could just be saying it to scare me off. Okay, this is fine. It changes nothing. Thank you for being honest. But at the same time, maybe next time you shouldn't tell the competition when we do something sneaky like this. Have a good one.
Aye, you've got good taste coming here. Thanks for choosing us over Cafe Lux over there.
Please, let the concierge know if you need anything.
Okay. How the hell do you buy helium-3? Starfield.
Another lost belonging notification in the system. When am I going to find the time? Oh dear, a guest! Dreadfully sorry you had to hear my complaint. How unprofessional of me. Hello, welcome to Paradiso. Dirk Huddleston at your service. Do you need assistance checking in for your reservation? Oh, no, nonsense. Just a small scheduling issue. Some of our guests have misplaced their belongings, and I am responsible for finding and returning said belongings. Just one of the many services we are happy to provide here at Paradiso. Nothing to worry you about. May I continue to check you in? Interesting. Yet you've decided to take a shuttle here or land your craft on a resort planet. Well, if you change your mind, you'll let me know, I suppose. Oh no, you're on vacation. I wouldn't dream of asking a guest to find other guests' lost belongings. But if you want to take a look at the list in the system and you happen to find anything while you're out and about, I suppose it would help me out. Please, don't feel obligated, however. Enjoy your stay.
Star Collective space. Hold while we scan your ship. That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
Don't move, Nesha!
What's this about? Cut the act. Sniffers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you stepped through.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run, and we open fire. So, what was the plan? Smuggle the Aurora into King City on New Atlantis?
No, I just forgot I was carrying it, was all. Honest mistake, right? Can't we just settle this right here? I can pay the usual.
We don't make the rules. That's Administrator Bayou's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Move it. Let's go.
Word is the Borealis, you know, DJ? Well, she's moping around because she lost something important.
Want to challenge?
leverage your instincts and hone those corporate skills? Ryujin is
You wanna head to Euphorica after work tonight?
Hello there! Let me know if you need anything. Welcome to Sick Heart's Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, you don't need it.
I'll bring the blend, you bring the chunks.
It's a date.
An artifact? Are you making this up? Well, like I said, if I don't have it, you don't need it. But I have a lot of other things you need. I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory to cater to just about everyone. So take your time, look around, ask me questions. You won't be disappointed. Thank you for noticing. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical. Oh, yes, absolutely. It can be off-putting, I know. I picked up the habit from my mother. She was an extraordinary woman, made friends instantly wherever she traveled. Wise as well. If she was still alive, she would have told me to move my shop and cease paying these exorbitant fees. Sure, and going in, I expected it to be expensive. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy something? Sure, I have everything you need to explore the settled systems. plenty of supplies for your next expedition, and if you don't see it... Come on in, please. Absolutely. Welcome to Sick Heart's Outfitters. My dear mother would have said the same thing. The fees here are... It has not always been easy. You won't find it... I've been at this location for the last 80... As soon as Ryujin broke... I love this business. Come back soon. We have plenty of inventory in stock.
I just really need to break.
Hey there, intrepid explorer. Ready to become part of the most advanced technology corporation?
Funny business, okay? New around here? Make certain you familiarize yourself with our rules and regulations regarding the transport of Aurora. After all, you don't want to end up like Nishar, do you? Certainly. And for your own good, I urge you to listen carefully. First and foremost, the interplanetary transport of Aurora is strictly forbidden. Anyone caught transporting the substance through this checkpoint will be arrested, fined, and jailed, if necessary. Good. Then you won't have any problems from me. The other regulation you should be aware of is that Aurora is only available for purchase in the Astral Lounge. Buying it from any other business or a street dealer is illegal. You will be arrested, fined, and jailed for participating in such a transaction. You can find it inside the trade tower. Take the elevators up to the terminal building and head across Bayou Plaza. You can't miss it. If they do, Neon Security will handle it. For your own safety, I urge you to avoid those locations entirely. All right then, that's it. If you have any additional questions, let me know. Otherwise, keep your nose clean and move along. Aurora is the #1 product produced by Xenofresh Fisheries, the company that originally founded what is now called Neon. Clinical studies sponsored by Xenofresh have proven that using Aurora has no long-term negative health effects, and so it was approved for public use. And before you ask, yes, this was also approved by the Freestar Collective, as long as Aurora stays within the city limits. Volii Alpha has a unique agreement with the Freestar Collective. We allow their ships to patrol the spaceways, and Neon Security maintains the peace within Neon itself. The only exception is the Freestar Ranger outpost located in the city, but Ranger Price fully cooperates with our department. Lousy? The hell are you talking about? Outside of work in the Astro Lounge, this is one of the most secure jobs you can get. Do you have any idea how many people get turned away from Neon Security? How about half the damn platform? No, I'm one of the lucky ones. Spend some time in Ipside and you'll see what I mean. Worst part of Neon. Basically, it's the outer perimeter of the entire platform. We're talking poverty, drug dealers, lowlives, and gangs. It's not worth a visit. If you want to enjoy your visit, stick to the safer parts of town. Stay safe.
Don't worry, your ship's in good hands.
Hello, Captain. Greetings. I will await your next captain. Do you require? I will happily carry whatever you need. Travel safely.
All in a twist because his robot got vandalized. We had a good laugh about
Need something? Yeah? Buying, selling, or moving? Yeah? Well, then let me spell it out for you. You either walked into the TA to buy some goods, sell some goods, or have some liberated goods taken off your hands for a reasonable price. So, instead of wasting my time making me explain how the business world works, let's get a move on. Now that's what I'm talking about. We both want to make some money, so what'll it be? Always happy to take your money. Here. Time to move on. Need a weapon? Maybe some ammo? If you're here to buy, take a look around the shop. Just keep your hands where I can see them.
I like this patch old boy's got.
Oh, I don't know. Stuff things in your pocket and run. Rob me at gunpoint. Shoot me in the head. I've survived on Neon far too long to take any chances. My store, my rules. If you don't like it, talk to Styx. He runs our, complaints department. See that giant? And if I were you... That's more like it. You know, I'm sick and tired of people coming in here and treating Styx like he's some kind of... I mean, look at that graffiti they sprayed on. You'd do that. Huh. I'm glad. The lowlife that did this to my buddy calls himself Warlord. Scare the crap out of this punk. And it'll teach all the Abside lunatics that nobody messes with me and the Styx. Warlord's one of the... A few years back, the gang tried to break in here and rob my place, but Styx put one of them down and sent another to Reliant on a stretcher. He and his buddies have been harassing me ever since. Mostly by scaring away my customers and stealing my deliveries. Warlord still swears he'll get even with me. And he came pretty damn close when he somehow managed to disable Styx and sprayed him with paint. It feels like it's only a matter of time before he gets past Styx, and I'm done for. Help yourself. I knew a guy a few years ago who ran up a hell of a tab with me. I'm talking thousands of credits, but at least he'd make regular payments. One day the payments stopped, so I tracked him down. Found out he got mixed up with an Aurora dealer and, fell from the upper platform. Since I had a legit claim, the city awarded me his property, which amounted to the contents of a storage container. Guess what I found inside? Took me a few months to scrounge up the parts, but I'd say I did a pretty decent job getting Styx up and running. It's no big secret. I lost it fighting on the Freestar side during the Colony War. I was a ground pounder. Slogged it out in the trenches with the troops. And did pretty well, too. Until an EM weapon took out our transport. They pulled me out of the wreckage, but the damage was done. Honestly, I consider myself lucky. Most of the other soldiers died in the crash. I know you'll be surprised, but thanks to my sparkling personality, I don't exactly have the easiest time making friends. That means I spend a lot of time talking to Styx, and Model A robots, they're not really programmed for casual conversation. The net result is I end up talking to a machine and looking like I'm out of my mind. Hell, maybe I am. Sometimes, Styx, I wonder how things would have been different if I took a different path. If I flipped.
Frank Rennick is the proprietor of NEED. I'm sorry, your inquiry is invalid. For paint and disengaged.
Styx, how's this monthly?